gems, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe and bell notification button so that you are notified every single time that I upload a new video. In today's video, I am doing an oxygenated facial on my client. She has normal to dry skin, prone to rosacea, and she has some irritation on her face. She is also allergic to citrus acid and anything that is derived from citrus and have citrus in it. And this is why you guys see me oil cleansing, because pretty much my entire back bar contains citrus. Oil cleansing is beneficial because the oil binds to the skin natural sebum and dirt, allowing it to get absorbed by the oil that you are using, which cleans the skin. Oil cleansing unclogs the pores using the correct oil, and I have 5 years experience in oils, so I am using a special blend that I made specifically for her in particular. So this product in general is not something that I could recommend to you guys because it's not something I bought. I made it specifically for her using a host of oils that will help cleanse her skin. I also want to mention that usually during the first cleanse I have my steamer on, but once I worked the oil in for a minute or two, I turned on the steamer so that she can get the steam, but the steamer is further back than where I will usually have for my other clients, because she is prone to rosacea. She does get really rosy, so the steamer is really far back, but she still got to experience steam and she loved the steam. But I didn't want to have it too close to her skin, because you can incorporate steam with rosacea clients depending on their severity of their rosacea. So if your client is red all over when they come and see you, you obviously do not want to use steam at all during their treatment or anything that's going to flush their skin or, make their skin condition worse. There is also a myth that you can't do a facial without steam, but obviously you can do facials, the whole entire facial, without steam at all, because there are people who have rosacea and who are also claustrophobic, so steam will make them freak out, or people with asthma, they cannot have steam. So it's just, you got to just know your clients and know your stuff, you guys. Next, I'm going in with my oxygenated cleanser, which is the only cleanser that I had in my treatment room that she could use for her second cleanse. It has egg yolk to aid in skin brightening, salicylic acid to help with any blackheads or congestion that she have in her skin, silk powder, which promotes the appearance of a refined complexion, and this cleanser also hydrate and oxygenate the skin due to its bubbling of the cleanser, which you guys can see here. As I rub it in, more bubbles are forming, and they are also disintegrating, bringing that oxygen and hydration to her skin. And I just worked this in for probably 5 to 7 minutes, you guys, because I did oil cleanse her, and then I have to really get in there for her cleanse, her monthly cleanse, because she's allergic to toners too, you guys. So you guys don't see me using toners. I was going in with water to cleanse the skin after each step, or I just went in with oil and then went on to my next step. But she literally can't use nothing on her skin. She has really, really sensitive skin due to her allergies, you guys. So yeah, this facial is way different from any facial that you guys will see on my channel, and that's why I make these videos, you guys, because as an esthetician, we're going to have different clients, and I have 3 different product lines in my treatment room, and as you guys can see, none of those lines worked for her except for 2 products that I have in here. And like, we buy all these products and lines and stuff, and a client may not be able to use it, and we need to have other options so that we could treat our client, which was in her case, she haven't had an esthetician who was able to treat her or deny her because of all her skin conditions. This is why further education is also needed, you guys, because there's a lot of stuff they do not teach you in esthetician school. Most of this stuff I learned on my own and just from my own experience and working on, my clients. And she was actually one of my clients when I first started, And her first facial, she did have an allergic reaction, because even though I thought I, weeded out all the products, it was, I think the enzyme is what caused her to have an allergic reaction. And then I am going in with a custom mask that I made for her. It has honey powder to disinfect the skin, matcha powder to hydrate the skin, and then bentonite clay to suck out any excess oil that her skin doesn't need, and to also get ready for the microdermabrasion. So it's going to pretty much decrust her skin, but not take too much from her skin, because she also has, dry skin, and she have a lot of irritation most of the time on her skin, because she's also trying, different products to see what works for her skin. And then she also had like a huge diet change, so her skin is also purging. So she's going through a lot, you guys. She also can't use any toners on her skin, you guys, because everything contains citric acid or ascorbic acid, which will cause her to have, allergic reactions. So I was using distilled water. I didn't show it all in a video, which steps I did using the distilled water, but I did distilled water to pretty much cleanse her skin and bring her skin back to its normal pH, because you can use distilled water as a toner on its own. And in most toners, all toners, distilled water is one of the key or main ingredients. So that's what I did. Toned with water before the microderm, and I toned with the water after the mask. And then after I did the microderm, I didn't go back in with distilled water. I went in for astringent oil, because I was doing high frequency after, and you guys will see that later in a video. And then I'm just putting, pressing lukewarm water into her skin just to remove the mask, and you will see that her skin is still hydrated even after doing the clay mask. We also did a lot of talking in our facial session, and she wanted to ask you guys, what is your favorite form of self-care? And if you get facials, what is your favorite part of the facial? I didn't leave it in the video because the video was 1 hour and 20 minutes long, and we talked throughout the entire facial. But I just went in with a almost cold towel just to help with her rosacea. It was warm, but I just made it to the point where she'll get some warmth, but it's also not too cold, and it also won't irritate her skin. As you guys can see here, her skin is still hydrated and it's still glowing. And then I toned with distilled water and getting her ready for microderm. And she was really interested with the microderm. This was her first microdermabrasion treatment. And since she can't get enzyme on her skin, I told her microdermabrasion and dermaplaning will be best for her skin, just to slough off, dead skin cells, and the best way for her. I'm just going to let you guys watch the microdermabrasion of the facial, and then I'll come back when I need to talk to you guys again. So after the microderm, I just went in with a light massage oil. This is a astringent, also a lightweight oil, instead of the normal massage oil I normally use for my facial massages. And this is just going to bring collagen to her skin, keep it lightly moisturized, and also help the high frequency wand glide through her skin. I normally put on a face gauze over it, but I like to high frequency with just the oil. Those face gauzes, I can't see. And I'm going to keep it real. I don't really like using those. But we disinfect our tools anyway. But I like, seeing what I'm doing. But next we're going to use an oxygenating mask for her. As you guys can see, it's another bubble mask. It has the same ingredients as the cleanser, and this is just going to, you know, help relax her skin. And you guys can't really see because she was on her phone during this day. She was making a video, which I don't mind, you know, help me with my promo. But I just left the mask on and let it dissolve on her face, and she was like, oh my god, I feel like it's sliding off my face. But it's just you know, the bubbles just disintegrating. I like to use this mask and that cleanser in my anti-aging facials as well. They really bring a lot of hydration to the skin, you guys. And then I'm just using the skin scrubber again. The skin scrubber, you can infuse, cleanse, and lift. And right here I'm using the lifting setting just to lift off, you know, any impurities and help the mask as well. So that's what I'm doing here, you guys. Then I use distilled water and then another lukewarm towel. And then I just went in with some grapeseed oil because it is lightweight and it's not going to, you know, make more oil into her skin. It's going to balance her skin. And I didn't do the lip treatment that I usually do because she is allergic to what's in it. So this is her skin before the facial. And then this is her face after, really, really hydrated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Flexing on my exes and my Model X. Pretty little, skinny, little bitty body.